Here's the problem with mid-range Hunter. It has a kind of sort of bad matchup with Zoo, and it has a pretty bad matchup with Shaman. So, what you end up being left with is, you have a great matchup against Warrior, and there's a lot of Warriors on there, but you kind of have to call your shot and say, what are you going to do? But yeah, Hunter is like the bane of my existence, and I really wish I had a different thing than just the War Axe here. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to develop... I'm not going to coin to develop it, though. Jesus. Forgot what turn I'm on. Alright. I mean, I guess the question here is that... And that's easy, that makes my choice a little bit easier now. I can definitely develop the War Axe. And just get that started. So we'll make that happen. The other thing is that Armor Smith wouldn't have been awful there. But see, now I can challenge Feral Spirits, which is okay-ish. But see, these are good. This informs my choices here, because I can play Fierce Monkey. And then if we think about it next turn, he could attack everything in the Fierce Monkey. He could have hard removal for Fierce Monkey. Acolyte of Pain is going to be some decent card draw. Slam could be very clutch if I can drop and stick an Armor Smith. And Armor Smith usually does stick. For now, though, the play is pretty obvious, and that's Fierce Monkey. Which I was toying for a long time with actually ditching one of the Fierce Monkeys, but I think there's too many aggro Shaman right now to really do that. You know, I have not honestly had a chance to play Yogg-Saron Hunter. Which is too bad. That was a good move by him. Alright. Fortunately for me, though, I got a second one, so that's top deck City. So we can contest the board. He's used one hard removal. He did get a bonus use of the Divine Shield there. I don't have any Whirlwinds yet, so this will be interesting. If I can pull off a 3-card Battle Rage, it's going to be awesome. Thing from Below kind of nixes that plan a little bit. Now it doesn't. Oh man. I have 5 mana. I can actually do this. I guess the question, since we know this is a mid-range deck now, because the face variant never runs Thing from Below, I guess the question now is, do I use the Execute here? The only other thing I fear is Fire Elemental, which a lot of the list will run 1, but I think this is too good to pass up, so let's go ahead. Get that card draw. Second Battle Rage, alright. Now this does hurt us if he drops a Flame Leaf Faceless after this turn. But we just drew 3 cards.
Job's done.
So that puts us in a... Oh, we got our second Execute as well. Yeah, a Flame Wreath is a really interesting card because on the one hand it's Doctor 4 or super balanced all the time. On the other hand, if you can deal with it straight away, that overload is such a pain in the ass. So there's the Fire Elemental I was worried about. I'm not wrong with these things. I guess the question becomes, do I want to execute that? Because once again, we have the Flame Wreath to contend with. I still think the answer might be yes. So if we execute, we can card draw. Let's card draw first. Second Armor Smith is good. Ghoul's good. Is Ghoul better than Frothing Berserker? Probably not. We need to start presenting a threat on the board. We need to not give him things that can attack. So if he has to hex this, I'm okay with that. The most important thing right now is that I've gotten the removal that I need. Tunnel Trog. Okay. Is this Flame Wreath time or is it Hex? Okay. So we drew out a Hex. Congratulations. Win X. Oh man. The top decks are just so good to me today. Well, we can definitely drop this. Well, let's think about our turn for a second. We're going to leave up the Healing Totem right now. We're definitely going to kill the Tunnel Trog. Tunnel Trog dies if he has Harrison, whatever. I think we keep up the taunt as long as we can, and we just Acolyte Armor Smith. We don't even need to armor up at this point. So we're ahead, but not super far ahead. We have more things on the board. We've gotten a lot of card draw. If we look at our deck here, we're 6 cards over where he's at. So second fire. Ooh, actually runs 2 fire elementals. That's a little scary. Alright. Well, we're going to have to deal with it. Oh, we got a slam. We can freaking deal with that just fine. Okay. So slam face. That means we definitely drop the frothing. We don't need to drop Rag right now. Rag's going to be an amazing finisher, especially if we can get a blood play off. Alright, so you there. Get the extra card. We've just drawn way too much for him at this point. And I really don't think we need to play anything else right now. I don't want a Whirlwind. As awesome as a Whirlwind play would be, I could potentially set up some crazy Whirlwind play next turn with all those, so we'll just leave this be. Like, there's no reason to do anything for that. He's used 1 Hex and he's not even halfway through his deck. It's unlikely he has another. Oh, I was hoping it wasn't Spell Power. Did he top deck Lightning Storm? No. Okay. Did he top deck Lightning Storm or was he holding on to it? There we go. Alright, well... Low rolls, doesn't matter. He's going to kill it anyway. That's still okay. Alright, second blood. I don't really want to leave these up. I don't have any more executes. So we might as well just do it this way. Probably just going to bury him next turn. So we got a lot of damage on the board. He's still kicking though. That spell power totem helped, but it wasn't like be all end all because he had the flame tongue there. But one of the important things that we forced him to deal with, its second spell power totem. Totem golem, okay. Okay. That's fine. Have we expired his resources? I think this is most definitely... Let's hear. If we leave this up... Here's the thing. It's a little greedy to leave it up, but I do have the blood to deal with it. I think this is such a good board for Varian when he's already used 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Hex. It's a much stronger play than Rag. So let's Varian. We haven't been able to behold the armies of Stormwind in a while. And what do we get? Grom, Weaponsmith. Holy jeebus. That's pretty much it. I mean, he's on 2 cards. Does he have a play? He might. Oh, it's a clutch totem golem, but it doesn't do a lot of good for him. Alright, do I have lethal? I have Whirlwind, but let's see here. Well, it doesn't matter. We had lethal with Whirlwind and Korkron, I believe. But, yeah. Did you know, fun fact, that is the first game I've ever won at rank 5. I've said previously that I've made it to rank 5 with Tempo Mage and then promptly lost and then kind of got discouraged. I actually got on a losing streak that dropped me all the way back to rank 7. So, rank 5, 2 stars. Now reaching uncharted territory, as it were. Let's do another one. Like I said, any wins beyond just making it to rank 5 today are gravy. My goal setting out for this was to make it to rank 5 by the 15th. So we're ahead of schedule. Question is, what kind of warrior is this? Fierce Monkey, Korkron. I'm actually going to ditch both Korkrons here. Although they could be good. War Axe is better. Armorsmith's better. Since we are in the rank 5 territory, this is probably control. We've got an amazing curve.
Greetings.
I guess one of my questions is if there is anything I might tech in or tech out. Okay, this makes my choice really easy here. It's Pirate Warrior, and we got the Weaponsmith, which is awesome. But we do not want him to let us stick a pirate to the board if at all possible. Not for the first few turns. This is a hyper aggro deck. This is one of the 2 decks that really make me consider putting Harrison in there, because upgrade Arcanite plays pretty much puts you on a huge clock. And you see, he's going to get a lot of damage on me right now, but I'm in control of the tempo, which is all I really want in this matchup. And I have another weapon beyond this. He's getting my life total down, so that's playing into his game plan. But he also has to throw creatures at the sacrificial altar, and that never feels great. So Heroic Strike to take that out. Okay. That's more damage to him, less damage for later. Probably better just to play the Weaponsmith right now, develop the other weapon. Once again, if he oozes, he does have coin. If he coin Harrison's, first off, I don't think an aggro deck like Pirate is going to be playing Harrison. No, there we go. Does he upgrade this is the question. Oh, okay. Does he have a second one? There we go. 3-5. Like I said, this is one of the matchups that makes me consider actually playing Harrison. However, we are okay here. I kind of really do wish I had coin, just to take advantage of the Whirlwind, but we'll do it this way. I guess the question is, I value having the Armorsmith on board more than getting the 1 extra armor right now. As backwards as that sounds. Oh wait, that's right. We have to Korkron here. As much as I'd like to not have this die, I definitely can't leave it up. I almost just severely miscounted life totals. I thought that was a 4-2 for a second. I was like, no, that's not a 4-2. It's a 3-4. That's like a totally different universe of health.
For the life binder.
So does he have a dragon in hand? No. Is he going to go face? Yes. Does this mean I can card draw with Acolyte? Absolutely. I could even slam. I don't even need to run my face into it. But I kind of want to save the slam for something else. I kind of need to start drawing cards here, so we don't want to get our health too much lower. This is, in essence, a face deck. And we're making him use his weapons to control us, so we're already getting him outside of his plan. But we need to find opportunities to armor up. Like, we've gone through 2 of our 4 weapons. Malcrook being one of the other ones here. So there's a Korkron. That one's probably just going to go face. Yeah. Like I said, we got to just watch. Watch for all of this. We're going to get 2 card draws. He's actually at higher effective health than I am. Execute's good. Let's see what we slam into. Like, I'd love a taunt here. That's a taunt. This is one of the things, I don't know the deck well enough, the Pirate Rogue deck list enough, because I'm so used to getting Arcanited in the face so hard. I don't know if this is an okay creature to execute or not. My gut tells me to go ahead and get the second card draw, though. So we'll follow my gut. Warex. Alright. So there's a taunt. See if we can play this out a little bit. So we've dug pretty far into our deck. Not super far, but pretty far. But I'm expecting to see a lot more control as we get further up the ranks here. I think it's been mostly aggro deck so far. We did have one mid-range Totem Golem, or Totem Shaman. But if I face aggro decks, I'm going to be climbing through at least rank 5 pretty well, because Tempo Warrior does, because of the Whirlwinds, does really good versus aggro here. So, oh, that's so big! Oh, he got rid of the second thing there. Now we have to worry about Mortal Strike. That's going to be an issue. So we got a second execute. We don't want to get him into Mortal Strike range. We do want to develop our board a little bit, though, so we'll do this. And this. Armor up. We gotta put some pressure on him. We've just gotta make sure we don't OTK ourselves. Like, right now, he can't do enough damage to Mortal Strike himself. I Really don't like that. That's a good reason to keep execute. I guess the better question is, because of the Alexstrasza's champion, would you call this Pirate Warrior, or would you call this Aggro Warrior? Or Dragon Warrior? Or is Red Eclipse just playing something super next level anyway? Alright, so there's a little bit of armor for us, a little bit of armor for him. Seems decent. Battle Rage is not great here. I hate face tanking this. There's not a lot I can do about it, though. Let's go ahead and throw a Battle Rage out. Blood's good. So let's see here. That's 7 mana to do all that. So we need to watch our health total from here.
The blade be thirsty.
Strike.
Okay, do I hit him with the weapon? I think I have to. And that may do me in, but I think I need to start... We're getting to the point now where he's either got all of his big stuff, or I've got to get him on some kind of clock. So there's Arcanite. He's got to have a second upgrade in there somewhere. He would have used it earlier. He's used... Okay. Alright, that could work out. Malcrook's going to work out for me. But I don't want to tank this with my face, so we're not going to. I mean, I guess one of the big questions is, I don't have lethal right now. Do I die to double Mortal Strike anyway? With the Arcanite in hand.
Strike.
The answer is definitely maybe. So, you know, this is the point of the game where you just have to go for it. And that was a definite misplay. Meant to have more weapon in hand. So let's see if this is enough. He's drawn through half of his deck. There's a chance he has double Mortal Strikes. He's been holding on to something all game. 6. Leroy. That's good. That's good for him. So let's double check this real quick. So if you have 12 health or less. Yeah, he had exactly... Alright, so I could have played that better. If I had played around the Mortal Strike and just gone in all next turn... I guess one of the questions is he wouldn't have actually been able to get me. So that's where you take your losses and you learn a little bit. That's good. So this may be the last one for now. War Axe is good. Horcron's okay. We can do better, but we're going to keep it like this. So this is rank 4. Significantly higher chance of being Control Warrior here. I'll be very happy if it's aggro. I really shouldn't have a loss today. I got too eager to strike face, but that is a lesson we'll carry on to play around Mortal Strike Leroy. So, really good opening hand, though we don't have a lot of our closers and we don't have a lot of our board draw. So, armor up. Okay. There's a lot of things we can coin out right now. Probably best to coin out Bloodhoof based on my hand. So there's the War Axe. We'll just save coin. It's a low value War Axe target, but it does... So by itself it trades favorably. If it draws premium removal, all the better. Okay. That is indeed a play you can make. So we'll just stay on curve. else do we got? Okay. Execute. Fine by me. Cthulhu Warrior. Okay. Now that we know the beast that we're facing, we know that we've got to put some early board pressure out there. So let's do it a little bit like this. Cthulhu Warrior. I actually, like I said previously, if you weren't here, I don't have a great record versus Cthulhu Warrior specifically. So this is going to be interesting to see. If this is Joe's list or Sal's list or however you pronounce it, we could definitely be facing some issues here. That opens this up to execute. If he has both executes this early in his hand, well, I was probably already losing anyway. Shield block, shield slam. Or just shield block, draw. Oh, damn, he had both executes. Okay. Not much you can do about that, other than we've just got to plink his armor down now and not give him great means for, not give him great brawls. So we'll drop this down. And I am in fact going to try and get his armor down just a little bit. We have the Weaponsmith in hand. Maybe it would have been better for me to play Weaponsmith and then armor up. But the way that you win versus Control Warrior, especially in era with Justicar Trueheart, it's an interesting play. Okay, that would be a good reason why. Is because their armor gets so ridiculously high. Okay, we can at least draw 3 here. If latency wasn't starting to be a concern here, which it actually is, which I don't like. He's used 2 whirlwinds. I have another one. We have blood, which is good. I'm not going to use it yet. One key question I have is that if he Twin Emperor is here, do I have the means to knock it down? I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Hopefully he doesn't have a 3rd execute sitting in there somewhere. Alright, Whirlwind's pretty good. Blood's pretty good. Slam's good. We have options. Yeah, we can totally take this out. So that's 4, 6, 7. We don't even need all of our mana. Let's slam first. Grom is a nice get. Alright, let's make sure we do this right. That's going to be 5, 6. Once again, this is not a very high value brawl board. But there's his double taunts just dealt with. I do have a good Grom activator. He's used both of his executes. Now he's just got to armor up like crazy. Okay. That's his first shield slam.
Speak to me.
Alright. I would really like to pressure his face. I really don't want him drawing 2 cards. But we already have the Whirlwind activation, so I guess we'll just deal with it.
My blade be thirsty.
And this is giving him a slightly brawl reward, but all I'm trying to do here is to set up some kind of lethal puzzle next turn. So he's used both of his executes. Brawl could be very good here. Like I said, that was a very clutch acolyte. Okay, bash instead. It's a good sign for me. That's not as good of a sign for me. Let's slam and see what we get. Variant is kind of what we need here. This survives Brawl. So once again, key facet of taking on any control warrior, even Cthulhu warrior, is just you've got to pressure, keep them off balance. They've used a lot of removal. This looks like this is Joe's list because it's playing Bash. So second Acolyte. He's desperate.
Are you my master?
Beckoner kind of sucks. Do I just rag here? I feel like I need to go face, though. I mean, Varian's an okay play. He hasn't brawled yet, though, which is a big issue. The Whirlwind Grom is so good. It does draw him another card. Well, we'll just do it and see, right?
What now?
I mean, do I even care about the 2/3? It saves him from a brawl. But I think I value the damage a little more. Okay, so let's not have latency issues now, okay? Okay, game, come on. Come on. Like I said, the longer this game drags on, the better of a position he's going to be in to make this work. And that was way too close. So Shield Bearer the first. This makes the next turn seem more like a rag turn at this point. Because he's back up to max health. Like, I don't really want to control this here. So I could take the rag 50-50. So we're just gonna push. We're gonna push for the finish here. Does it work is the question. All right, go. Alright, what'd you top deck? There's a brawl. He probably has the other brawl in hand at this rate. Please don't. Okay, good. Does he double brawl here? He double brawls. Alright, well, like I said, I thought he had it in hand. Well, that's really rough for him, but here we go. We got Varian. We know he can't brawl out of it. He can potentially Cthulhu. I'm almost out of cards. Malcrook, I kind of like a weapon there, but at this point I'll take the body. Armor Smith is really good. Alright. His Cthulhu right now, you can't see the update here, but his Cthulhu's 14-14. That doesn't kill everything, so I guess he's hoping for Golden Monkey, which is not going to save him. There we go! That's the Cthulhu plan that we want and we need. But we're at 5 and 3 stars here. That was good. That was good.